Sweet.
All right, so it's like we're live. So, hey, everybody, just fresh off some Street Fighter V action at the Battle Coliseum in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We're here to present the English-speaking stream. And the game we got up now is King of Fighters 15, and I'm joined by my co-host, Tank. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a little bit of a wait, but I'm glad we're finally getting to see some KOF action. One of my favorite games these days. I love the characters that we're seeing. Yashiro, the known top tier, but some great variety otherwise. Oh, I see Kula over there too.
Yeah, definitely some staples in the current meta, but we got Isla, character with interesting movement. So in some ways, she kind of plays around with some of the top characters do, like hang around mid range. So you have to be more proactive in trying to like wrangle her in.
Yeah, she got some interesting new tools in one of the more recent updates. It's nice that she no longer has to do a super committal cross up in the jump D. She gets to play around a little bit more with jump B, and Mkalfi has been doing pretty well this round. Should be the punish for the round. There we go.
There you got BobEsponja, Mkalfi. So yeah, there goes Yashiro, one of the most potent points. And then we got Iori, who, like you said, after some recent changes, is one of the more solid and reliable characters. One of the, Mr. Do-It-All.
He is one of my favorite characters, and I love that he's gotten more representation with the buffs. He got the movement, he got the consistent damage, and his pressure is still fantastic, but he's just not finding the hits this round so far.
So far, the consistent damage is going to Mkalfi, who's been using that movement to great effect, getting the throws, getting the pressure, and the opponents having, there's a reversal. Got the command grab, the combo, so we're going to go ahead and put Isla out of there. No price too much.
I think he spent like a half bar more than he needed to, but hey, we got to kill people. Go with what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, we're almost dead at the point. It's about to get to the third character. At that point, you do what you got to do.
Now, a little bit rough, obviously. Kula, one of the strongest neutral control characters. Super low commit on things. Big old box on that 5 CD that you saw there.
Yeah,
I'm sure we're going to see. Oh, there's 2B.
Yep. It's a big punish.
2B, very strong, being a super simple 4-frame punish that is kind of range agnostic.
Yeah, it's also,
as long as you can connect, you can get EX top too.
Yeah, it's also super low profile, so it just adds so many uses.
Over here comes King. King, I think she's been a little bit more popular lately. At least some of the folks that I hang around have had a growing interest. Zoner, but as every zoner in the King of Fighters is secretly a rushdown character.
Yeah, a lot of the Fireball games are to like take control and let you approach at your own discretion, rather than just to keep someone at a certain spot. Because there's too many movement options for you to do that, even if the characters are good.
Strong pressure coming out here. Now Kula does get the slide out. BobEsponja gonna have to try and take this before 30 seconds, but not looking like it's gonna happen. He's down bad. He's got to survive this mix. And I think even like an instant overhead JC will hit. But no, slide.
Yeah, tries to use that fireball, but Kula's slide is definitely a bait to fireball characters, depending on the type of fireball you have. But yeah, at that point, Mkalfi had like high risk tolerance, had the bar, did whatever they wanted at that point.
Absolutely, had a whole character lead right there. Just had to find some hits, whether they were scrappy or clean, didn't really matter.
Yeah, the burden was definitely on the anchor player, Bob. So we're gonna see if we're gonna make any changes.
A little bit of coaching come out, and yes, indeed, a change. It's Goose. The Goose is loose.
All right, yeah, Geese. Infamous for his counters. He's not on everybody's radar, but he has a basic solid toolkit. So he's not like a struggle or anything, but like in many, like I guess the story of this game is there's a lot of characters who just kind of sitting in the shadows.
Yeah,
and they're not really wholly bad, but they're not the ones you want to take down the best for the most part.
Yeah, if I had to say at a strong point, his light confirms actually, for half a bar take you quite far across the stage. His crouch C kind of hits, it reaches the heavens.
I like your strings too.
Yeah.
All right, so well, he's doing a little bit better than the first round.
Getting to play around a bit more, yeah. Good
All right,
punish.
yep. Getting got a lot for that half a bar. Rolls out of the way.
On the Rekka?
I don't recall, but
no, I'm just saying he was safe that time. Didn't get punished. Yeah.
All right.
I do like what Mkalfi is doing. We're guaranteed to see his Isla at least one more time this set. But there we go. BobEsponja taking the first character this time around and has a very healthy Geese to go with it.
Definitely a turnaround from the last round. Using those cooler safe strings, which usually makes you burn meter to punish.
More of the zoning game from Geese here. He's got a real slow fireball, a real fast fireball, and of course that air fireball. His defense, he's got the counters, but there's a lot of risk associated with them.
Yeah, definitely a call out.
Getting far away.
Though the benefit is that they are frame 1.
Yeah. Now back to totally even again. Slight meter advantage over there on Bob's side.
All right, using that jump D to control that space, jump CD, but Bob was ready for that DP. It was like a snap reaction there. Yeah, and this is like,
do that against her.
Yeah, she has a lot of incentive to just kind of do that since it's even on block. She has fast buttons. Another reversal coming out from Bob, but then again, there goes that EX race spin.
The 5 CD, it's so big.
Yes, it's a big wall. You have to be ready to like play around that specifically. You can't just carelessly approach it.
Yep, danger chip there. He was going to do everything he could to not have to block. And of course, it's risky to spin bar to escape there.
Yeah, at that point, it's like you're on the ropes, spinning bar, and then having to fight a big comeback. And then you're going to just leave your anchor, high and dry if you lose.
Set point here for Mkalfi. And zoning game is not going to work too well against Kula. Got hit by as many of his own fireballs as he's made him block.
Not close enough to the corner. Is that a safe jump? No, it is not.
We'll see where he goes from here. Is he going to stay full screen? Is he going to go in?
Just going to use the fireball as cover. Yep.
Let's go.
like you alluded to earlier.
Yeah.
There it is again. And but Mkalfi flinched. And so that Bob had to go to the meter reserves to take out a loan, but we got to the end.
Got to stay alive.
Now. Yeah, you can't win if you lose your anchor. All right, there's that cross up jump C from Whip. It's like
that
her identity to her. Yep. Climax cancel. Go ahead, close it out.
Anyway, when Whip finds one of her big hits, she actually does hurt pretty good.
Yeah, like one of her big changes was getting more consistent stuff from her 2D.
Quick Max is it's pretty interesting. At the beginning of the game, everyone was like, "Look at my extended confirms. Look at the confirms I can do from footsies." But I feel like I hardly see Quick Max these days outside of just, "Yep, this is it. This is the hit that's finally gonna end the game."
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's still there in the sense of, I get like a light confirm and I want to just go ahead and burn a meter like on my anchor, but like it feels like as a strategy, it's kind of gone by the wayside of just, characters that have just raw meter dumps that are really good in going into them, usually like from far buttons into specials and stuff like that, or like, the infamous case of Cronin where he just hits you with his DP or his a little flame wisp. So like characters that have streamlined ways to just meter dump without having to just hit you with a button, make sure you're grounded, is definitely pushed to that, I guess, quote unquote meta.
Cute moment on stream.
Always affections for the homies. I thought that was their opponent.
So did I. Dang. I will give a shout out to the Brazil scene. At least what I know of the Brazil scene. Spent a lot of time with Fernicius and FKang, and just some awesome guys. A lot of love down there.
Yeah, we saw Fernicius running around earlier, calling shots, making sure everything's good. So looks like they're running a smooth operation. And we got, like you said, we got a window in the seating. the passion of the Brazil scene. So I guess right now we need to see the Brazilian opponent we're gonna have upstream.
Yeah, I'm trying to play some KOF, dog. Get up here. Well, how are you doing, Mr. Annual? Been playing the game as much as you used to? I know I've seen some recent tweets where you're talking about meter economy.
I've been playing. I usually have like 2 people who I play on a somewhat regular basis. But yeah, I haven't been like on a monster grind. How about yourself?
I've been doing my classic, jumping between games, pretending like I'm a real competitor. But still really like 15. It's definitely one of the ones that I revisit the most.
Okay.
A lot of exciting news in the SNK world, though. We're coming up on January, almost time for that Sam Show rollback. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'll definitely play a good shot. Like I can't say my passion for the game is the same as before. So it's just one of those things I'm just gonna jump in and see how it happens. But I know you got the game, got the DLC. Looking around.
Yep.
How you feeling?
I love what I'm doing with Hibiki anyway. It's been a character that I've always liked when I messed around with Last Blade and less so in CVS2, but I don't know how I feel about CVS2 in general. And Baiken is pretty cool, but she feels super clunky after playing her in Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I guess it's the other way around if you were playing the Samsung characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, this is definitely a little bit more freedom. All right,
well,
so we
also,
got our... Go
the
ahead.
Sam Show characters. How you feeling about the Sam Show characters in KOF?
Like from what I've been seeing, like I have not sat down with them yet. But what I'm seeing from like the Asian scene is they favor Haomaru. They love his kind of his pokes, air pokes and stuff like that. They favor that, and I see the NA scene really likes Nakaru's rush down and mix up his stuff. Darley, obviously, like people are putting her in a questionable spot, but acknowledge her like her potency as an anchor character. But as far as like getting the hit and just winning.
Well,
but
it is what it is then.
yeah.
They have certainly not broken into the ranks of Kula Cronin, Rock, Ginny kind of characters.
Yeah, so that's the funny thing when you talk about this game is like there are characters that are pretty solid and have like a lot of good ideas and concepts behind them, but it's like, well, are you gonna trust them to do a run through Cronin 5 bars? That's where you gotta start asking yourself. It's not that they're bad. It's like when somebody competent, I should say, really good, is running the Ashura, how do you feel about those characters then? And that's when you really start thinking about it, I feel. But we're going to see what these two are rocking. Because I definitely think this is not super tight at the top, but I guess more people would definitely want to do more, which I guess we'll see if that'll happen in January. When we get our new character, Shingo, one of the most requested characters.
Looking forward to the boy.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand. Kyo is a pretty cool guy. I kind of want to be like him too.
We gotta have Shingo, man, the bright optimist. All right, looks like we gonna roll into our next match here.
Working on it. Man, it's been a pretty fun year as far as return to in-person events. I think we're coming back up on a year. What did we have in the States? I think CEO was one of the first ones back, like last December, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think actually the first tournament that really was like the first significant numbers was probably KIT, because they pushed their event to October.
Yeah. A little bit over a year then.
Mm-hmm. Juez has been gradually pulling back into the offline sphere, and it's like things are kind of I feel like it is definitely a lot slower than before, but it's definitely coming back.
KOF 15 itself coming up on 10 months. Apparently released on Valentine's Day this year. It did not. It at the same time, the game does not feel that old, and it also feels like it just came out. And it might be because of my frequency of play and how much other stuff I'm doing, but the game has not lost its charm.
Yeah, I guess we're coming up on a year soon then. Trying to figure out the mysterious device called the PlayStation 5.
Oh, are we on PS5 for this?
I actually don't know. I'm just talking.
I got you. Yeah, that is funny you mentioned, though, the input delay situation with this new generation of consoles. People can't quite narrow it down. You know, some games the PS5 is like an extra 2 frames of lag. Sometimes PS5 is an extra frame faster. And,
yeah.
I know that TO's really not interested in buying PS5s. They are expensive and hard to come by.
Yeah, like a lot of speculations. There are people talking about like for bigger events like the PC thing, but I think the thing that's probably going to end up happening is the Series S, since it's cheap, is portable. And you can find them pretty much everywhere now. So when Tekken 8 drops off, where it's not gonna have a last gen port, that's what's gonna determine it.
And that is coming up soon. I think. What is it? Is it the Game Awards or like Tokyo Game Show?
The Game Awards on December 8th. They're gonna do a new trailer or something. Get ready for the 8th. All right, so
PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So no PS4 or Xbox One. So that's gonna push a lot of locals.
I like the characters I'm seeing right here.
Mm-hmm. And actually, this is actually the thing. This person's team, we got Jenny, Yashiro, and Whip. That's actually something that I think is actually worth noting about the game. Is you could definitely do two really strong characters in your best buddy in this game. I feel because you can specialize with a character like Whip and stuff like that, and you still have your powerhouses behind you, and so you can still do your thing. It's just you can't be too creative.
Well, it's like we said, the top characters are really strong, but they're not so close. You can get away with some of those upper mid tier characters, but yes, you're right. For consistency's sake, get your best friend, get 2 big boys.
If you gotta have one of them, that's all.
Hey, what an answer!
All right.
Yeah, Whip at the beginning of the game, people could not deal with the grapple, but I like what Yagami22. Yo, this guy must really like Iori. I'm right there with you, bud.
Put the Iori, Yagami in the tag. They love that. They love that character. Whip's interesting, right? Because she has what's a questionable ground game, but like an excellent air game. And so she's going to be moving around. She's going to be trying to be elusive while sniping at you with cross-ups and stuff like that. But if she commits too hard on the ground, she's generally unsafe, but she kind of has to do it enough. It's a weird concept.
Linj doing pretty good job at it, though.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of taking a couple of stray hits, survive that round pretty healthily. And
there's one of actual Whip's big problems is that dead spot in her anti-air. And where Yagami did the Kula combo, but didn't hit the icicle too high, so that there was no follow up there. Jump CD, but pressure was a little too loose. Got thrown.
Doing pretty good, fairly even coming in here. No matter who loses the round right now, next character is not going to be too much healthier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, there's the uppercut.
Yep, no O2G.
Jump back, JD. The fadeaway buttons from Kula, they're just out there forever.
Yeah, like the jump D is vulnerable to low profile, but it just covers so much space and it's so active. So it's like
the backdash Harrier kicks. I love this character so
Believe
much.
in Harrier B. Believe in Harrier B.
No.
Jenny's one of the actual characters. I think she's the only character who can just legit retreat on you with the threat of aggression.
Yeah, you still have to like swing into Benimaru doing backdash fireball.
Yeah, that's true, but I think it's
yeah.
not quite the same. I think that's more like holding his space, more than like Jenny's like
doing it. So that's scary.
Yeah, she could like turn the whole match on you.
Plus frames and ground for backdash move.
That can convert into big damage. All right. Oh yeah, that close C is one of the best close anti-airs in the game. So there's a Harrier B, but that one is not quite safe. All right, super confirm. We got the anchor on the ropes. Believe in the CD.
That was I feel like maybe if he was like the greatest god of hit confirms, maybe that could have turned into something, but he did good just getting that hit. Unfortunately lost in the ensuing scramble.
I think that's one of those moves where it's like, you did it, you might as well just believe in whatever came after it. I mean, it's so good. Yeah. Don't question it. Even if it doesn't work out, just you're already about to be dead with your anchor. Don't think too hard about it. That's what I say.
The Elizabeth is here.
Okay. The character that was like, very, very highly rated before, just kind of faded off. Mostly because I think she's more Alyssa's like a victim of power creep more than anything.
Still plenty strong.
Yeah, she's not like weak, but she's just kind of got overshadowed by the buffs a lot of the other characters got.
It's interesting. Her range, obviously, she doesn't have like the Cronin anti-air to kill you, but in terms of like range and where she gets her big hits, those also come from equally close range stuff. Well, I take it back. Cronin has 2C.
Yeah, 2C. Yeah, 2C is pretty good.
Elizabeth does require the close hits to get her big damage, unless she has quick max. Even then, she's losing some potential there. But she can still hit you plenty hard.
Yeah, she gotta get. She's. I think she's like the epitome of what I was talking about earlier. Characters that are good at just overshadow. When she gets close, she's really potent, really good. But like you said, she doesn't have the range to just bully you when you space her well.
Yeah, it's irritating to take the far Ds. It's irritating to take the 5 CDs, but it's KOF. You're gonna have to scrap to get in there.
All right, there it is. Got some good confirms. Yagami is looking real good right now. Rolling out of the way. Ooh, good hop.
See what the mix is.
Yeah, just gonna get the corner. Do some jump CD bullying.
Oh,
for the EX jungle swing.
That might could have been a throw.
Ooh, so when Whip can miss that far, she's like -30 or so. But I don't think Yagami knows that. So tried to challenge with a full jump and ended up losing that opportunity for a punish. All right. So jump CD bullying. We got the corner. Got the anti-air.
All right.
Pretty simple.
Character for a character. It's okay.
Yeah, that's definitely what you like to see. Like you get your character beaten, and you just quickly put the other point away, and we just get back to business.
Certainly helps you stabilize, keeps your mental up. And I know Yagami is now playing who I assume is his favorite character. It's got to mean something to him.
All right, yep, there's that area, backdash area B. Bullying with that jump D. Oh.
What? Address.
That full air visibility on a quarter circle move. It's been Yagami's bane right there. Punishes the... I actually think it was a punish. I think Yagami swung after the roll.
Chooses not to kill there, but he's so far ahead. It's okay. Ow. Down bad now.
Yeah, you gotta come down on a Jenny with your anchor, but you know that's enough meter to hang with her. Obviously, you're probably not going to be in the best shape to fight Cronin.
Interesting run up close C all the way there, and then just finds a 3D out of it. I refuse to believe it was a hit confirm, but Linj might also be the greatest player I've ever seen. Good pickups from the counter hit jump CD. Yep, so many people are not picking those up. It makes a huge difference when you find more damage.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to gauge because a lot of characters, they have like space specific and height specific requirements. And so like I feel like it's an advanced skill to be able to do it in the flow of a match.
almost it.
There we go.
All right. That's a big old red box.
Ultimately, it was Yashiro, so it's not like the ground options were limited there.
Right. Yeah, a surprisingly small amount of 5 CD coming out from Yashiro. I think I only saw 2 or 3, and I think 2 of them hit. But I understand it's scary to be on the ground against a character who has that far A, the far C, huge speed. 5, yeah.
I mean, like when you take Harry and be off the table, they're very, very much similar to characters, in that they have like you said, like the far A's to poke and annoy you, the far C's into some string that you can't really punish directly, and that pushes them back to neutral. Like Yashiro would do his far C to dash punch, Jenny would do her skirt sweep, and if you don't like punish in between, she's safe. So like they operate off a lot of the same logic, but I feel like it was the Jenny that was really taking advantage of it, and the Yashiro was trying to play too hard around it instead of trying to play similarly. It looks like we got a little more downtime.
He couldn't afford trades anyway. He was down so bad, but he did what he could. Didn't come out on top that time, and that was winners. So he's still got some games to play.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was mainly pointing out, like it was like overall strategy was just trying to play around Jenny instead of like being Yashiro. Like you said, there's not a lot of 5 TDs. Like even if you lose, make your opponent deal with the annoying, really strong tools. That's what I say. But like you said, I mean, we're over here talking in hindsight, so hopefully they still have a good run ahead of them.
Yep. Excuse me for 1 second while we're between games. But
since we had a little downtime, once again, thank you for joining us on Data FGC on the English restream of the Battle Coliseum 2022, the Sao Paulo, Brazil tournament. Brazil out here showing their passion. So give them a look. Check out their players. And looks like we're going to get our next match.
Tipo, se você vê alguém pegar Clark e a Shiro Orochi, passa mal, porque os command grab é muito fraco. Eu tenho certeza que no próximo patch aí que a SNK soltar, eles vão mexer nessa parada do command grab. Porque o command grab sendo tão ruim, não tem player que joga de Clark.
No.
Não tem player que joga de...
Are they actually both playing Three Treasures team? Okay. I'm imagine it's not a button check, so we're gonna go Kyo, Iori, Chizuru. Not in the same order. That's okay. This is actually pretty interesting. And it's not like it's even a bad team. Like all 3 characters are solid and strong all around.
Alrighty.
So we got a mirror match going.
Oh?
I'm guessing. This is just like some button check. So we got the Sacred Treasures team versus the Sacred Treasures team with Iori and Kyo switched on both teams. Okay, it looks like I thought it was gonna be a real match. I guess it was a button check.
I'd have been too.
Yeah, it's like ultimately I'm thinking about this. It's like these are 3 solid characters anyway, so it's not like it's a bad concept. Okay, we got Team Protagonist on the right. And we just got a Team Top Tier on the left there. So Kyo, Rio,
Terry on the right though.
Yeah.
Harry definitely nerfed from launch, but still pretty explosive.
Yeah.
His anchor position still gives him like the best 3-bar quick max in the game.
Yeah, button in the max mode still reliable. Like you mentioned earlier, like it's not seen anymore, but Terry will still kill you.
Mm-hmm.
This is more like it's trying to get a fishy hit versus someone like Cronin. It's just annoying. That's mainly his problem. But anyway, we got Yashiro versus Kyo. 2 characters with really, really good CDs.
them a little bit differently too. Kyo uses them, you can see right there, to like create a Kara Rekka, because Rekka is still ignorant. You know, middling reward gives you a knockdown, a lot of space. Okay, that is pretty sick, but no, I hate this misinput.
Put the hurt box on the other side of that. I'll wait. good judgment from FrancisKoF. But misses the corner combo, gets punished.
Mix?
Goes for a cross up, yeah.
That's what we like to see. Bro, who wants to block? Just let me out.
All right, gets caught low.
Save the bar. Okay, gets the uppercut.
Close match. So, Kaiser got put out. Francis got put out, so Kaiser's still a good point. Gonna try to drain as much resources and health from Rock before getting put out. And that's a good start. All right, reset. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, burning that meter to do that, but it might have been a misinput. But anyway, it's like, yeah, that's one of those things I kind of alluded to in my tweet. It's like, you know, trying to catch people out with stuff like that when you're about to die. Might as well just give it that meter to Rio, right?
Let's go, Rio pressure. That new cancel, Farsi being special cancel, good stuff.
All right, hitting the sweeps, using that CD spaced out, getting a nice little combo in the corner. Pressure. Ooh, punishes the grab but doesn't cancel in time? That's interesting. So, giving Francis a big opportunity to run this back when things are looking pretty grim.
Power command throw.
Missed the safe jump. All right, so
I actually think that he did the safe jump correctly, but hit his button too late. That's supposed to be a purely auto time one right there with the double hot.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you hit the button incorrectly, you ain't do it.
Yeah, cost him a character there.
Yep. There's that 2C. There's a Cronin exercising that control, using that slide.
Irritating. Hey, bro.
If you flinch.
Great. Another pickup from the air to air.
All right.
That is anywhere juggle from Rio. Still.
It is. But getting corner combo to Rio is not pretty. And it's just Kaiser's mid, so Francis has a long mountain to climb here.
It's Cronin. He has the capability.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right, like so.
Not healthy. Okay.
Not healthy, but still has the bar. So yeah, it's not like Cronin couldn't turn this into a tie scenario really quickly.
Terry is still in the process of loading his gun though. It's not quite ready.
Yeah, Terry's definitely a lot less scary when he doesn't have his max mode on deck. He's just kind of a neutral character with annoying long range buttons. But at this point, that's enough because look at his health, right? Just trying not to get hit by anything.
The extended frame
the air.
Slowest sweep. All right. You know, I don't think that game was like really too far away. The first character, you know, even, and then my man just opened it up.
Yeah. Like the mid battle was the most rocky one, and even then, Cronin, like you said, still had the whole potential to just take that. All right, there you go, using that CD for getting range on that Rekka. Very deceptive to try to space a character like Kyo out because of it. Safe string, but tries to commit.
Good
It's just a roll. Trade on the CD keeps Kaiser's corner position in deck. Gets the cross up, but
not a lot of frame advantage on jump moves in this game.
Yeah, you got to hit him pretty deep.
Feels a lot like an old style game. Well, the Farsi just box him out into big damage.
Get the corner push, everything going up Yashiro.
Oh
no!
Bro, who
presses right there?
Who presses that button?
I'm betting Francis asking the same thing, but they got an answer. Ooh, oh man, Francis almost could have got lit up for that, but Kaiser was not ready. All All right. Got a light confirm, corner in the pressure, CD, bully.
You like the
Ooh.
matches in the Rekkas? He's generally not threatened a way to like whip punish after that, but finally did get there that time.
All right. Yep. Get punished on the rush.
Ow. And Kyo is way up.
Yeah, this is definitely where you don't want to be in tournament. Where, you know, the point, you know, you can't say Kyo is healthy, but, you know, Kyo's also got a character to have lead on you. So what can you do, right? you gotta start spinning your anchor's bar on it, and it just feels so terrible, even if you're right.
Yeah, if you start calling health numbers by like the sum of the whole characters, he was at 2,500 health. Kyo was doing real hot.
Yeah, for sure. It's actually really good that Francis got Kyo out that fast and without spinning the bar. So ultimately, we go back to full health, and this is not such a dire situation. Oh, nice shatter strike.
This is big damage. I love this. This is gonna be 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just spin it. Oh, catches with the sump CD. I tried to go for the overhead, but 2C was knocking at the door. That hit?
What? Oh, nope. That was almost.
I thought that was clever, but yeah, I think Rio was just like slightly too far away. Jump CD. Tried to. Oh, that was a really good use of the low profile there. Again.
Danger.
Yeah, at this point, Francis was like, I just need a hit.
Trade right here.
Yeah.
Oh, what a trip guard.
That's always like the funny. Yeah, it was
kind of nice. Yeah.
It was definitely really good. It's always a funny situation to be in, right? Because like Rio doesn't have to have any sense of survivability, no sense of safety, because he just has to fish for the hit, and even if he loses, it's still in his favor. But you, on the other hand, if you get hit, it's over. That's like the funniest thing, like the mid versus anchor scenario with KOF. Because you're essentially incentivizing someone to act like a nut if they truly wanted to. And it wouldn't really be a bad idea in any way.
Yeah, being down when you can't even afford to trade, and that's your winner's side life, it sucks. Rough spot to be in.
I guess that's why they be picking Cronin. He's if anyone can get you out of there, it is him. But it didn't work out this time, so Francis is off to losers. So far,
we the kind of place where you have to make a choice. Like, I could uppercut, and it works, and I'm a genius. Or I play defensively and poke into a trade and lose the game. And even though I made the better decision on paper, God, it feels bad.
Yeah, like the funny thing is, like, you just argue there's no good decisions.
Yep.
You just have to pick the counter to what they're doing and just hope that it works. Like, if run up DP has as much value as just like holding your ground, because the timer runs out, then you still don't get anything. It's because I think Francis was down by a deficit at that point. So you can't slow play it. You can't really do anything that has any kind of consistency or safety behind it. All of it is dangerous and disadvantaged. So you just gotta put in some elbow grease and roll the dice a little bit and hope for the best. But good stuff for Kaiser.
That was winner's quarters of the pool, so he is well on his way getting out.
All right, it's like we're on a roll to our next match fairly quickly. So far we haven't seen any crazy blowouts. They've been pretty competitive matches, so I'm glad for that. Let's see who we got here.
Seems like everyone is having a good time. Obviously, we haven't been in the venue ourselves, but looks plenty spacious. Got a pretty big spectator area right there. it might just be the camera positioning, but it looks like this is an infinite hallway.
Yeah. I think Ace was talking about that earlier. It's like a very thin hallway that just goes far back, and I'm just it might be the camera angle, or it might just be like a very long room instead of like a wide one.
Eu acho mais fácil. Eu acho mais fácil. Pulinão.com.br, mais fácil. Obrigado, Stream Elements. Rolou a braga. Eu acho que é a do Core.
All right, so we got Terry, Rock, Shermie versus Whip, Jenny, and Cronin. This is a play we saw earlier. I can't remember the name.
I wish I could. I'm so bad at that.
Yeah, like usually I try to write this stuff down, but or pull up the bracket. We playing a little loose today, which is fine. We just hanging out, talking about our Brazilian friends.
This is nice seeing the Shermie come out. One, grapplers are fun. Grapplers are healthy. If y'all want to fight me on Twitter, it's at the TankGA. Two, Shermie is queen.
All right, yeah, Shermie's been getting a lot of exposure in the Asian scene lately, so it's a very popular character. All right, there's a whip. It does not get punished for that very negative sequence. So is Linj. That's what it was. Okay, so we saw Linj whip earlier. Using that neutral jump C is like one of my favorite buttons to whip. Just controls the whole screen. All right, the Terry string. Thrown into the corner. Good throw. Good cross up.
To the corner, please.
Just
I
go
like
back.
that safe jump CD. Just space way out. Nothing can touch me.
All right. Gonna spin a little meter. Try to make this comeback.
I think that was the same side block, land on the other side.
That escape is full of those. Ooh, we got the EX Tarzan swing. That should be it.
All right. Not a bad round from Leo, though, and brought it down to 20 seconds. Linj had to spin an extra bar there at the end, so we're doing okay.
Yeah, it's nothing too out of control, but let's talk about this crypto.com. That was terrible timing, but yeah, I think just in general, just throwing fireballs and whip is not really great. So like even without the EX swing, she's still just gonna put a big ass fireball that you got to deal with. And we come back and we see Rock almost dead
with the quickness. Hey, wake up 2A, my favorite. Wake up 4-frame button. That's pretty hot.
Hey, sometimes you gotta test if somebody's meaties are real, especially in this game where you have like other options you want to do on offense. I mean, all right, there goes Cronin, but got a little too cheeky and gets thrown.
I think that is a huge dividing point between who can and can't handle Cronin well. Is how often am I allowed to do Titatsu without getting dealt with? Because if you can deal with Cronin Ditatsu, a lot of characters can hit him really hard with the juggle property off of counter hits. But if you block it, he's +4. He gets to do whatever he wants.
And it's also that concept, like he's constantly 2-seeing, he's constantly hopping at you, and you just sometimes it takes a moment to register that he did it.
Oh, it is huge on the mental stack. Just this character existing.
And the stress of just knowing that just all it takes is just one of the slides to just clip you, and that's it. Or such as this.
Ooh, that's the game. Didn't get to see a lot of Shermie right there.
We did get to get a nice little ad. But yeah, just folks, if you're tuning in, just understand that that's kind of like not in our control. Sometimes the Twitch stream for the original stream is going to throw out the ads, probably against the streamers, will. So please just put up with it. But we appreciate you for sticking around and tuning in. We'll try to fluff it a little bit if it happens. So don't worry.
Of course, we're still grateful, as commentators that we get to hang out, do some analysis on this event. It's always great to watch KOF and getting to talk at people over it. Good way to stay involved.
Mm-hmm.
Eu, sinceramente, não vi ele jogando de Guise ainda.
All right, we're gonna put the geese on the team. No more Shermie.
Pouco tempo atrás eu vi ele jogando muito
Was that my two dads?
Guise, pra mim é novidade. Vamos ver.
And the goose is loose on point.
Mm-hmm.
A formação do Linj permanece a mesma.
That's a big change because Terry was the point before. I'm gonna go ahead and rely on Terry to take on that Cronin.
And I really like Geese on point. It's, like I said before, he has really good value for low bar, but also he has really bad value for high bar expenditures.
Makes sense. And it just by nature of being on point, you're allowed to take more risk with your stuff, like your counters and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
it's not as devastating consequence wise. Jump C, but the reset was kind of awkward, giving Linj an opportunity to get back on the flow with whip. Seen a lot of control
Linj's
here.
Positioning and jumps are wild, man. He's just not getting hit hard for anything.
Yeah, it's difficult to kind of pin down whip depending on your character. But we're seeing Leo put out some more of those air fireballs and just try to like give some kind of obstacle to Linj for doing it.
Oh no!
Nope.
No punish. Okay, we're safe. We're good.
Yeah, like it was a meter dump, but you know we still got the life lead, and it's not the worst thing in the world.
I like what Geese is up to.
Mhm. Just the air fireballs, the jump C's. It's just like if you're gonna jump around and whip, I'm gonna give you something to run into, so you better be a little more, I guess, clever about it. But
He's in.
now you spit the EX fireball to die there, huh?
I think that's okay though. He's up a bar, and what? Whip's gonna have 150 health. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just depends on what happens here. Okay, I thought Terry was at the end. It was Rock, which I guess is a better decision. This still isn't so bad, but if you lose another sequence and then you start questioning how much it was worth. There's a jump CD back into the corner with you.
I understand. He just wants to try and get the chip out with the power knuckle or the. Oh my gosh.
It's funny if Linj had actually held the ground for just a second longer, that would have been really bad. It would have been really bad for them. All right, you got B Jenny on deck. There it is, backdash Harrier B. Doesn't go for the full combo.
I think he accidentally got some juggles earlier on in the combo.
Yeah, I did the wrong one. All right.
That's an interesting pickup.
I was like, that should be it, but I looked at the meter. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Not quite.
Yeah, so I was thinking about the
OTG?
the OTG. Yeah, I was like, oh, nope, no meter. All right, but still looking pretty good. Jenny's fully healthy. Jenny's annoying no matter how much resources she has. All right, no jumping. But you actually still got to keep jumping. it's just hard.
No.
Get in here.
Esperado ali pra ver se saía.
That would have been sick if that if that backdash turned into a Harry V and a whip punish.
Batida nervosa, eu tô aqui quase sem falar e vocês em casa devem estar.
Leo just looking for any kind of
Vai tentar achar a posição.
ooh, ran up enough time with the punish the fireball after the reflect, but awkward combo there.
Negócio meio diferente ali no finalzinho. Sem sucesso, mesmo assim, tá na vantagem. Pode fechar agora a partida.
Oh wow. I can't believe he found that closely. It
Yep, it's gonna be enough to put Jenny down.
was
Still-
actually dangerous to go with the low damage ender there.
Brecha pra gastar as barras.
Thought it was
Yeah.
gonna kill for a sec.
Tanto que ele tava com
It worked out.
e achou essa brechinha aí. Então vamos ver agora com o Breno com 3 barras.
All right, yeah. So we're pretty even meter wise, but Linj obviously has a big health lead with Cronin.
Se quiser continuar remando, o Linj só precisa conferir.
But being in the
Say.
corner.
Rock has been one touch since the start of this round.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
You don't see that very much these days.
You don't. But that was like the one clear opportunity where it was like a low hanging fruit, so you might as well take it. Good stuff. Good stuff.
O cara joga muito, ele é muito da hora.
Ah, man.
Joga muito.
Tinha chipado pra caralho.
Já. Com certeza. Bom, do Comitê Games que o Linj jogou pra loser, hein, mano?
O Linj caiu com a Argentina.
Olha que bom. Olha aí, ó. Esse plot aí, né?
Acho que vai rolar, inclusive.
Ah, não, com certeza.
Cronin is still so cool, man. Not just picking a top tier because I can't do anything else. I really like Akira. I mean, Cronin.
I actually think in some ways it can be harder to use Cronin in higher level play than it is like a Jenny or a Yashiro. But at the same time, he does still have those easy X. It's like I don't know how to word this, because I don't want to say he's a hard character, but I feel like there's a slight bit of finesse in him once your opponent's competent.
I think I might understand what you're going with. Like, so many strong anti-airs in this game. People already want to pick really good jumps, right? And when your main gun comes from that, like, you may not get to use it all the time. On the other hand, knowing that you have that kind of presence opens up the rest of your game. So, Cronin, maybe he's hard from having so many options.
Yeah,
Option paralysis.
I think you actually pointed out something too. Like when you have to start playing somebody who like knows how to use more subtle hot pressure and stuff, and then it becomes much more of a commitment to try to snipe that DP, for example, than it is versus somebody who's just willing to jump at you, which we've seen people just jumping at Cronin for whatever reason. But yeah, it's just like when somebody plays conservative, and they'll probably also be playing Cronin or a Jenny, right? And so they won't necessarily give you the opportunities in lower level play to just like get off that DP or the 2C or whatever to get the damage. You have to try to pry it open from him to a degree, which I think like even though his tools are good, like you mentioned earlier, like doing the C-Tatsu can like lead to you dying. And so like you see it in top level play, but you gotta be much more clever about using it.
Yeah.
But when you take that kind of thing like directly off the table, you start seeing like his offense is nowhere near as polished as what he does when he's like playing conservative and stuff like that.
There's still his main thing where he's a complete subversion of what a fast uppercut normally is. Most of the time, you just go back to neutral. You know, you've taken a little bit of damage. Nah. I think I'll uppercut you to your death.
Pretty much. Like
That
like
will never be lost.
that is definitely not generally a win condition. Like funny enough, you say that. Antonov's in this game, and that's his win condition. He just doesn't have the suite of tools that Cronin does.
Realmente pode jogar com esses caras agora.
Tem crossplay bom também, né? Pra poder dar aquela unida na galera.
Lembrando, galera,
Doesn't have low profile pokes. Forward moving safe moves.
Fix A is a menace. Move is definitely underappreciated.
destruindo no Sancho, hein?
Mm-hmm.
Vocês acabando comigo.
All right, so we got our next players up. See what we got.
Samurais da BR.
Essa vai ser uma disputa da hora, hein, mano?
Everyone got jerseys on down there, man. It's like they take this fighting game stuff serious.
Yeah, Ace and Dogi were talking about that earlier. Like, I guess like they may have like a bias of getting people up there with their jersey on, or they might have a lot of teams. It's hard to tell. All right, be Jenny. I imagine we're gonna see a lot of these characters. But we got Yamazaki. Yamazaki is actually a character I think is really.
He
Really,
might
really
be one of the
interesting.
hardest characters to play, but he is very strong.
Yeah, he's one of those characters who are very strong, but he's like right outside of all the other irrelevant characters to most people. But yeah, I think he's a little more difficult to play, like you said. But I think like he's one of those characters that can hang once you start getting more people into him. Then we got Clark, your fast mix-up guy. We got Dinosaur.
Character, yeah.
Yeah, Dinosaur. That's the big bully buttons. Probably has the best, just if you look at the raw numbers, the best guard damage in the game. But that's not what this game is geared to, so it's not super relevant. All right, so we got to cool this up. Oh.
Remember Slay. Okay. Wait.
No, I guess we're gonna go back. So we got R.PunK. So this is interesting. So R.PunK is from Chile, and they won the Latin America SNK region thing just recently. And they're like a big proponent of the game and stuff like that. So that's like Chile's star right there, R.PunK. So they're just coming fresh off the SNK Regional Bouts Championship for Latin America.
That reminds me, we have I mean, it's good that you brought it up there. That is ongoing. I don't remember when the end of that event or that circuit is going to be.
I think there's still a few more. So like the North American one is going on today.
Okay.
Mexico, US, and Canada. Like it probably is going to start in 30 minutes, in fact. All right, so we got Clark. You know, Clark is an interesting character because he has a very dominant jump button and jump A.
Hey, chasing down the roll.
Trying to run away from Clark is one of the hardest things to do in this game.
Certainly is.
All right. Oh no, wasn't ready for it. All
Armor,
right,
baby.
So this is the whole armor thing is like one of those things you have to like know because it preys on a lot of concepts that are usually correct.
Oh, what an air throw!
Oh.
This guy is sick.
Yo, Breno, you got me. We ain't got no Iori, but we still sick out here, and that's it.
Oh my gosh.
Anywhere juggle tackle into the rolling cradle, takes down Cooler with ease, and that's the power of Clark, right? He's one of those characters, the infamous character that doesn't really have quote unquote matchups when he's able to do what he wants.
Say, put you in the blender.
All
KOF
right.
grappler with armor and some of the silliest air buttons in the game. Yo, the Frankensteiner.
Yeah, so he has an invincible command grab. So like, yeah, little suite of tools, and his close to looks like his command grab. So it's just funny, and it hits overhead. Good punish on the command grab. There's that jump A. It just rolls in. Just doesn't care. But it pays off. All right, the safe jump.
Overhead, 2C. One touch. Good.
It's like even if
no.
even
Overhead for you.
Oh no. using that Frankensteiner, the invincible command grab to take out Jenny. It's you have to just play differently versus Clark, but Breno, you got me bringing the hype.
Chase down another rollback.
Mm-hmm. Clark is one of those characters where you just kind of have to make the judgment, like so.
Yeah.
You just have to make your judgment and go with it, because the more you try to run from him, the worse it gets, in my opinion. But good stuff from R.PunK to stop the onslaught. Clark definitely one of those characters that goes, "Oops, I killed all your team members."
And if he has a character who could run it back, this would be the one.
All right. Oh, some good damage from Yamazaki.
Look at the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we keep the corner after all of that too. All right. Yeah, at this point, Breno is just so it just doesn't really matter much. Like even if Yamazaki just gets nuked here, everything's just in his favor. But good stuff.
That's one of the more interesting tools that Yamazaki has. 2C, and because of the counter hit properties in the game, the up snake arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Confirm. If it's not a counter hit, it doesn't matter. They're safe on the flip out. If it does confirm, that's huge damage potential, because you can link a poison super, you can link a low snake arm, go for a reset. It's pretty tight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yamazaki pretty versatile. All right, so now R.PunK, let's see if they can stop this Clark a little early. And there you go. You see R.PunK already retreating the corner, but putting more resistance out there, like the DP and stuff.
Yeah, Kula. It's a little bit easier for Kula to navigate in the air. Earlier, you saw some jump Ds, and there's one hitting there.
Hits the icicle up too high, so couldn't get the rest of the combo. All right, just backs it. All right, good punish.
Shout outs to Kula.
Yep, far B, fast and quick.
4 and 5 frame buttons. Yep.
Okay, so now, this is like, I don't know if this is gonna kill, so I'm doing the EX. I don't think it was needed, but after what happened last game, I do not blame Punk. So now without the big Clark lead, I'm interested to see how this goes because I imagine Yamazaki's must have a much harder time playing around someone like Kula.
Você viu que todos os grab que o Breno fez foi no vento e ele
Yeah, character definitely threatens a lot more space, more of the time than Cronin.
Mas vamos lá, o Breno joga bem, sabe o que tá fazendo, a gente
All right, using that C, but using that snake arm to kind of play neutral and scouts out the jump.
Good anti-air.
But it's still sort of a climb since it's against the point character, but that's it. So that didn't take too much out of them to take out Kula, so still looking pretty good.
Gosh, Yamazaki's so cool.
Come out with the mink coat. All right, just putting stuff in the air. Oh, ooh, stuff the shatter strike, excuse me. Catches the Harrier bee, a little too cheeky.
Look at the guard damage.
Yeah, Yamazaki has good strings.
botando a linguinha de fora. Vai. Yamazaki. De costas na parede.
All right, got the throw. We'll see what we got next. Some little loose pressure. He woke up with the throw and has got the close C.
Breno Yagami increased his APM there tenfold from the first round.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
O dinossauro tá no banco, tá suave. Nem se mexeu.
All right. Ooh, I don't know what Yagami was looking for, but they found something else entirely. So that's actually really good for Punk. So Breno Yagami is it's gonna be fighting uphill from here.
First
But it's got
was the Dino.
But that's a big meter advantage.
It's actually cool. Dino doesn't necessarily need to play point blank. His 5 CD can also snipe some hops. We'll see if the mid range game ever gets established though.
All right, got 2C armor. Just kind of picking in. Like, Dino doesn't have to rush down. He has far C. He has a bunch of tools. Yeah, for the jump CD. R.PunK was not ready with the low profile there. There it is. But it does not have to meet it a kill, but...
Hey, fuzzy throw.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, there it is again. Uses the cat, like you were saying with Yamazaki, using that counter hit property to convert into the claw, into the climax. And that's it. 2-0. So the hometown hero beats the Latin American champ. So everybody's excited.
See you back there, FKang.
You know, it always feels good when your boy takes down one of the best. It always feels good.
Cara, precisa de clipe. Caralho, que sensacional, mano.
That is probably not the last you'll see of R.PunK though.
Nope, probably not. Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Dinossauro!
That's the smile of somebody who feels really accomplished. Congrats. Breno Yagami. No Yuri.
Top tier do jogo, mano. Foi a massa.
Could have fooled me. It is always awesome. You know, sometimes it's nice just to fight the big name in your bracket. Beating them though, that's a different story.
Yeah, you definitely tell from the energy in the room.
Now you get to ride that high going forward too.
All right, it's FKang.
Yo, local Chizuru spotter player spotted. Remember his intro from Climax of Night. He's always been a fan of Chizuru since KOF 98 UM. And it's not just because she's top tier, but it really helps.
Right.
Não, não tem problema, foi foda. Demorou, rapaziada, valeu. Agora, Kang e o Breno, hein, mano. Kang e o Kaiser, hein. É nóis, rapaziada, valeu.
You still feel the simmering heat from Breno's win.
Let's say I see some people have yet to sit back down.
So we got a double Kyo, Chizuru, Rio. It's Cronin. Let's see who's on the other side.
Vai ter luta. Então, ó, agora
All right, Terry.
Kang,
So we got another team protagonist player.
jogou na Evo, CEO, jogou a parada toda. Ótimas posições de todo
Time again. Same order too.
Mhm.
jogador argentino fortíssimo, tá sempre aparecendo aí nos campos online.
Go Point does so much consistent damage for 1/2 to 1.5 bars.
Hey, for jump CD, challenged block with a DP, manages to hit the mark. Ooh, pushes past the past the general safe point, but it works out. So FKang is in control here.
A lot of people really comfortable swinging after Rekka 1 these days, so doing the low one, pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely. It's one of those things where it's not like it's not a gimmick, but it's not something that holds you hostage. It's like something weird in between.
Não tem sucesso, Kang tá com a defesa em dia, tá?
All right, Kaiser back in control. Like I said, Kaiser was who we saw earlier
Hey,
from
there's
Argentina.
a push. Really unique trait about Kyo's ZX uppercut in this game. Just accelerates him forward about 2 character spaces.
Duhkof do Kang chamando a torcida.
Well, the cross under seals it out for FKang, so we're gonna see boy Rio up there next.
Air to air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, FK's been pretty consistent with that. And that's that fireball pressure from Rio.
Block, but no punish. I know it's minus, but I don't know about punishable.
Yeah, I don't know if it's punishable, but it's like one of those weird things where like when he does it, it reels him back, and it gives him enough pushback. So it's enough that he can bully a little bit to a degree, if I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that. Though finds the legs. Premature max mode, but we make it up with the Shatter Strike. And I think that's it for Chizuru, right? No, not quite. Nah. Backs up, goes right back in, and yeah. Get a little hype before we get to the last character. Hopefully they come back to Bergie. But yeah. Kaiser's from Argentina, so I imagine there's like a little regional rivalry there. All right, got the Cronin throw. What's coming next?
Yeah, we said another Team Pro Tag player. This is the same guy. Kaiser.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same person from earlier, Kaiser. Yeah,
Feel
I
better
hadn't
about
realized.
that time, yeah.
Hey, well, it'll be all right. We corrected it. Ooh.
Chased him down.
Mm-hmm. That was
Not quite.
definitely.
But hey, we got, there's the bully move. Bully move again. Just gets through.
So Madison sneak a bar out of there. So
That
didn't come out fully empty-handed.
Feels so awful getting your oh wow. His 6A is only -5. Raw 6A. Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
Hey, what a pickup from the air hit. Burn knuckle. Burn knuckle. I called it power knuckle before. What am I? Power dunk. Burn knuckle.
Out there
Punish.
making up new Terry moves. Maybe they put him in the new Gyro game. Oh, there it is. Not quite enough bar to do anything with it, but keeping pace of the match.
Yeah. Burn knuckle is so irritating in this game.
It definitely is. Takes FKang off that meter. All right, as the throw was next. All right, so expecting a reversal. And Kaiser takes advantage. And Kaiser is maybe like 1 for 4 on Shatter Strikes?
Good safe jump. One more. Good blocks. Oh, you can tech that. Uh-oh.
All right, so everything's looking even. The meter advantage don't even matter anymore.
The burn knuckle? I had a feeling. Oh, what a punish.
Mm-hmm. That back dash of dreams right there gave just enough space to avoid that. All right, Kaiser getting on the board. 1. Looks like it looks like Kaiser's hype was not premature after all. Though they almost lost control of the match.
Yeah, he was getting a little bit loose there with the Terry. But we got there in the end. See if FKang makes any adjustments.
All right. Just fishing with that CD.
Oh, drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, FKang gonna have to control the Rio and the Terry a little bit more if he wants to win this next game. The Kyo match was honestly very close.
Yeah, that was really even. It was the Kyo that kind of devastated with the fireball pressure, not really having a strong answer to it or a good spacing for it. All right, FKang down Kyo again. And you gotta climb up against a pretty healthy point, which is never fun. All right, nice throw. Trying to take control. Ooh. Challenges with the DP.
Actually, I think D red kick is like even to +4.
Yeah, it depends on if you block it standing or on the ground or crouching rather.
What a
If you block it standing, it's much more advantage to you than it is to Kyo. All right, good clone in the super confirmed. Not close enough for the OTG, but yeah, we got a little bit of a slugfest out there. Which again, if you're on point, that favors you.
Chizuru's still fairly healthy, coming in just over 700.
Yeah, it didn't ultimately work out too bad.
Jeez.
Oop. Good anti-air with the close C. But here we go. This is what was giving FKang problems before. Uh-oh, that's a big punish right there. That's a big punish. Seal super. Yep, we going to the EX.
That was for 3 bars.
Mm-hmm. It's an investment to take your mid towards the anchor, which is always an advantage fight, as we were discussing earlier. But this could be it if he wants to spin the bar.
Yep.
Which he does.
I think it's a fine choice. He gets the kill before 30-second mark, so he's going to have like 300 health. You know, and I know you've been still contemplating the nature of spinning bar, whether you should or shouldn't, but
yeah, that's one of those things.
So even already, I think he was just okay doing that.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where it's more important to understand the context you're in rather than trying to be right, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
It's just like, Chizuru's on the ropes. I want to go into my anchor with a mid. I'm going to go ahead and kill her.
It's scary to 2C this character. Oh, okay. That's close out there.
Yeah, he's throwing fireballs versus Cronin is a weird thing when he has meter.
Yeah, I think we've all seen the Ixon Station videos.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird to see Rio stay on the ground that much. But Kaiser found a lot of success with him.
Uh-oh. Got the throw match right there.
No. What a 2C.
All right. That's like the end. But never mind. I saw that's a quick max. Never mind. But not enough to put a.
Oh no, that should have been it.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate drop.
Been uppercut power gazer.
All right, goes in, tries to build a little meter. Oh no, not bird knuckle. Why do it again?
What way to end it?
Yeah, for sure. Because like Cronin usually has some degree of space to do that, right?
Yeah.
But it's just the thing about the fact that Terry's just gonna fly in your face and hit you. I think that was a example of muscle memory just portraying you right there.
I'm sure. I mean, who's thought about the Terry matchup seriously in the last 6 months? Of course, I'm joking. I know a very, very serious player, a very strong player. Kaiser came out on top that time. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pretty hotly competitive match there.
Absolutely.
Hotly contested match. So, yeah, it definitely overcame the Rio a little bit, but probably not enough. Because I feel like a lot of FKang after Kyo came down to how strong Cronin was. But good stuff. Seeing, I don't know what we would consider upsets because while I know if FKang, I don't know much about Kaiser, right? Because Kaiser could just be like Argentina's king, for all I know.
Yeah, same here. It's good games anyway. That's the most important part.
Mm-hmm. Let me pull up the bracket real quick. See what we dealing with. Okay, so with that, so Breno, Yagami, and Kaiser got out in winners in pool 2. So I'm guessing we're gonna finish out pool 2 before we start the next wave. Oh no, never mind. The other already started. So I guess we're doing pools 2, 3, and 4 at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, seems like it's a fairly big event.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see people out playing games.
For sure.
Still taking care of my son down there.
All right, so it looks like we got Chizuru, Rock, Jenny. Jenny, the MVP of today's tournament for sure. All right, I was gonna say, did we see our boy Gato?
Almost.
Well, that boy Gato.
He's pretty cool. Don't make me fight him though. I'll fight you instead. Yes, love Jenny. Happy to see this character everywhere. Never nerf her.
They just need to make like a Jenny silhouette of the Jumpman for Nike. Just do it. Just have her just do a silhouette of her like her Farsi. All right, so it's a pretty solid team. Yeah, we got the real strong team there. We got Whip and two powerful people. This is Francis, right? If I'm not mistaken, from earlier.
Rigosam de Chile contra Linj de
Oh, Linj, excuse me. One day I'll remember the names.
I was like, I know there's a whip player.
Yeah, it's like I recognized the person's face at that point, and when I saw the whip, I'm like, there it is. I just couldn't remember the name, but we got it. All right, so we got Rigosam versus Linj, and Linj we've seen on stream like 2-3 times already. But we're gonna put Cronin first, probably to check Jenny. I don't know. But you know, a lot of the best characters are really good in slot. You just change a little bit of how you deal with them.
I'm gonna say if the idea is to get Cronin's uppercuts out there to deal with Jenny, it's still rough just because it's only an option to use Harry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it every time, and sometimes if you're trying to run in and find it, yeah, she's just gonna hit you too quickly anyway.
And it's not like she's lacking in a ground game of stuff that can kill you. So, all right.
Way to chase it down.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, counter hits being backdash is being counter hit state.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy stuff from some characters. Didn't come into play there, but I saw the message pop up. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, for Jenny, it's definitely a big deal because she can just meet you with RC, right, and do a confirm off of it. It's safe on block, and it'll just convert on airhead if you try to backdash out of it.
And we're just gonna chill.
That's like one of the best things in the game. That fireball has such a high durability from her reflect. Yeah, at this point, it's on Linj to try to take Jenny down.
He built quite a bit of bar during all that running around. The question is it more valuable than the health that he would have got from ending the round quicker?
Yeah, for sure. We'll see. We'll see in a bit.
Linj with these manly 6'6".
No, good, beautiful throw from Linj. No, that's a big opportunity for Linj.
I'd wager to say that was supposed to be uppercut into it.
But hey, that's an execution costs a lot. So we were talking earlier if it was worth it. It definitely has been now, no matter what happens. All right. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he actually guard cancels him out of dying, but
Yeah, I think he just panicked and saw that button, but the fireball. I don't think the guard cancel came. I think it was the fireball.
no, he the hard edge reached through the fireball. He got hit by the fireball, and then guard cancel CD happened.
Ah, okay. All right, using that jump CD as a wall, trying to dare Chizuru to poke into it. Chizuru, while having an immaculate mid range, can be kind of awkward when she has to run you down because she has a very floaty jump and hop.
The jump being floaty and having hurt boxes on the clones. Sometimes you can just outpoke her big projectiles.
But on the contrary, trying to get a lead from her is miserable. There it is. Good stuff from Linj's whip. Man, we've been seeing it all day, but it's been pretty impressive.
We're at a point in the game too. It's not a knowledge thing. He's just that good, it seems.
Like at most, you can say it's like, do you fight whips that good? But yeah, you definitely got to know what the character's doing at this point. All right. Oh, we're going with Kukri. Okay. That's an interesting substitute for Rock. I guess Linj is debating the order. All right, going with the same one. Kukri more of a tricky, kind of pokey character. So I'm interested to see, what kind of logic we see with Kukri specifically if we get there. So we'll see what Rigosam does. But Linj starting off really good, got the corner push, got some damage. Yeah, this is a really good start for Linj. Goes ahead, just staggers into the low, resets into the jump A.
Wow. Just well.
Yeah. There's nothing we can really say about that one.
Nah.
It just happened.
Going all the way in.
Right, teleport back, and that's not how you want to start it. But luckily, Linj's momentum is stopped by a drop combo. Oh, there it is again. This is not really proven to be a strong pick tank.
It's funny, he actually got the hit out, but because of the two hitting close C, didn't get to turn it into anything.
Oh, just two C's. I think that could have been devastating actually. All right, there you go. Just going in, which that's the benefit of having a point that wins, right? Your risk tolerance goes up. You can press offense as hard as you want, and like even if the situation where they burn their meter to kill you, that's still your win.
He is 1,500 health ahead. He can do just about whatever he wants.
All right. Oh, good DP into Seal Super.
Oh no! You disassembled my gun.
All right, what are we gonna see? The overhead?
There it is.
It was. Liz has no incentive to play safe here at all. Like even if you block the DP and kill it, what is really lost? So that's that funny concept we've been talking about, right? It's just like you went for the overhead trying to be cheeky, but what reason did Liz have to hold back on that DP? Like basically none.
Either it hits or we just go to next round and the situation is basically unchanged.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ooh, catches Cesura with the standing B. Nice little confirm. We got the corner. Goes for the overhead. Cross up to the corner, but Rigo rolls right back into the corner. You hate to see that happen. Ooh, really good roll cancel here. Can turn things around. Goes for I don't know if that was a reset or a drop combo, but nonetheless, we got another hit. So this is going to be it. OTG. Yeah. Backs up. Doesn't want to be in throw range. And just goes for the DP.
Okay. Since we looked at Rio's earlier, I have to go look at it now.
All right, see what's going on. Oh, big Jenny hit. And then we're gonna do this. Yep, that's it.
Probably doesn't even need the OTG, no?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think. Yeah. So that was it.
Chizuru 6A is only -2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like really safe, but it's super slow. So you can generally, in a lot of situations, you can just kind of mash on her as she tries it. But then that takes its own risk, right? But good stuff. Linj putting that whip work out there, doing a great job. But that last round, last match, that was the Cronin show for sure.
No doubt about that. Yeah, Cronin just killing people when he has 2.5, 3, but his half bar output still very strong. His 1 bar output, very nice.
Yeah. I know a lot of the Mexican players prefer Cronin mid, but he's just one of those characters where it's like, what is your style of play and where do you want to put him? I feel like that's like Jenny, Yashiro, and all of them too. You just make slight adjustments to what you actually do with your bar and your actual strategies.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all still really good in those slots, whichever one you pick. Yeah, Jenny has definitely been probably the most fit characters, at least on stream. Followed by Cronin.
Like I said,
what's up?
She's a lot of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that I see her anti-air somebody from ungodly distances, I just remember that Ginny and Ginny players are just smart. They're smart at character select screen. They deserve it.
Great strategy. Oh man. But how you feel about the matches overall tonight?
Been a pretty good evening. The character variety has been appreciated. Like you said, obviously the two characters who showed up big are at least fairly fun to watch, in my opinion. But then again, I don't think there's many characters I dislike watching in this game. KOF 15 is just pretty fun.
Fair enough.
And it seems competitive. You know, I think most people here, games could go the other way on any other given day.
For sure, because like even in dire situations like the FKang match, right? Like there were like dire situations, but you know at the end it was still very competitive. It wasn't a total landslide. It was like, you know, there were downswings in the matches and upswings. So like I said, they've been pretty competitive and pretty fun to watch overall. Haven't seen anyone get on stream and just get like murdered because they can't block low or something. Like I think the most landslide match was the Clark match, but that was it because of player disparity. That was just the nature of Clark.
That'll just happen, right?
Yeah.
That's the nature of a grappler. They get in once, and then you get to roll dice with them at their favor.
For sure.
Just fun though, seeing Clark work. Even though I don't think we got to touch on all of his strong attributes, he still did plenty.
Yeah. But the run back with Kula later definitely worked out better. So let's see who we got this time.
Yeah,
and actually,
think this is a different Isla player from before. I think. Yo, K-Dash, that's a fun character.
Yeah. So we got another dinosaur again. We got Antonov, Dinosaur, Isla. So that's definitely an interesting team. All right, so Dinosaur point. So it's Focus probably going to be pushing to the corner, running the mix. And K-Dash going to be out there swinging at mid-screen, daring you to move.
Interestingly, I think Dinosaur might actually have a hard time punishing a K-Dash uppercut, since he's so slow and K-Dash goes so darn far.
I'm trying to remember because I'm pretty sure I labbed this at one, but I'm pretty sure like you have enough time to like run up a high prop, I want to say. Oh, it goes for the reading for A. gets the landing, but it's still right now it's just a little chaotic. That's if I can say anything. All right, but so we got Tangako versus Fernando. Fernando starting out really strong. All right, trying to get back in on K-Dash. Doesn't have to be so urgent, right? You got the life lead. It's not like K-Dash is going to wear you down from far away.
Yeah, you know, he has the fireball, but it's not the strongest zoning in the game.
Mm-hmm. And even if you block
quickly, him running behind it isn't too scary.
He running into Dinosaur, too, where he wants you to be.
Yep.
All right, but so far, Tangako is taking the lead.
Nope, no jump on the command throw.
Yeah, was not ready. You definitely got to have that reaction on deck. That's just more or less a read on fireballs. But nonetheless, Tangako closes out Dinosaur. Got about, roughly 400 health. And then we're going to have to take down Isla. Let's see how it works out.
Empty jump.
All right, using those far C's to kind of keep Tangako in gel. It works out. Gets a pretty quick win. Didn't have to spend much meter. I don't think he spent any meter, actually. So he got a pretty even, more or less fair, I guess, more likely a mid-match. A little bit of a meter disparity.
Interesting matchup in itself here with all the movement options that Isla has.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will she get out, get to actually move?
Yeah, King has, you don't really think of as moving options but she can change her trajectory and how she lands and stuff using her fireballs. So she moves in unique ways as well. But it don't matter now because you can't move if you've been knocked out. All right, got the Shermie caked up with 5 bars. All right, jump C, probably one of the most terrorizing buttons in the game.
Yeah, super ambiguous cross up and can consistently cross up from hop.
Mm-hmm. All right, goes for the anti-air grab. But so far, things are not looking good for Tangako. Fernando is pretty much well in control with this Isla here. Messes up the meaty and gets thrown.
Yeah, I think that was going to be one of those funny setups again with the reset, close D, and the 6B. Still, takes the game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need all that jazz.
Sure. Yeah, we got another hometown hero versus somebody else from another country. So I measure the roof, see a little bit of energy. So Fernando gets the 2C anti-air, but no big conversion. And this is where it broke that. Did a break on the claw when on hit when he could have got the corner knocked down. But nonetheless, we got the far D into the air grab with a dinosaur specialties in the corner. Didn't spin the bar. That would have been it. But nonetheless,
wow.
Yeah, those keep in mind those are not reaction 4As. Those are reads.
Yeah, he got it like that.
All right, so now we got King on deck using that it's like a smart D to gate dinosaur out of the air. All right, gets the throw. I think it was a safe jump, but got caught in the invincibility and didn't move. All right, good jump C to keep King control. What are we gonna do here? All right, chomp back into the corner. Yeah, you kind of gotta suppress your urge to wake up throw grapplers in this game with the armors. Two of
Yeah,
them.
they got the armor that has throw and pull behind it as well.
Mhm.
You just give yourself a close C, and then there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, unless your character has like a good command normal or specials or cancel, but that's usually too far gone at that point. Good throw, Shermy. But we still fighting a point. So we got to spin bar just to keep up, and you do not want to be dropping combos versus the point as anchor. All right, good 2C anti-air.
A little bit too slow to punish the anti-air throw.
Yeah, yes.
I know's off the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is an uphill fight for sure, but getting past Dino that fast did well because we still, Shermie Self still in serviceable shape. Really good shape. Not ideal, obviously, but still really good. And we got a hit on Isla.
Right.
Yeah.
It was gonna be left.
Didn't check the slide though. But I guess versus DP characters, you gotta pick. And that should be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like this weird exhaustion, right? When you get knocked down to your anchor and you gotta like fight uphill against the point. It's like this is like this mental exhaustion that builds up in you. Like even more so than like your meter and your health sometimes.
Yeah, you get this feeling it's go time, but you're down bad, and it hurts the mental.
Mm-hmm. And then you try your rush down and get hit. It's like, oh, it can be really discouraging very fast. So like, you got to be one of those players that just kind of has that still like mindset.
It's also the nature of things as a grappler. Like, sometimes you are just gonna get hit. That's a totally valid defensive mechanic against you. Mm-hmm. And when those hits get down to low health, and a crouch jab means that the next hit is death, then it sucks.
Yeah, it's very discouraging. But yeah, that's a good point. You got to think about, being willing to get hit to just run your game plan, and just accepting that sometimes you'll get hit during it. But it's all in service to the great landslide. A lot of energy and hype in the room. Love seeing their hometown heroes win over the from other countries. I believe that was the Chile flag. Support Frenicus out there. Pernicious.
Nice to see several different characters that time around. K-Dash, can't think of too many representatives. I know here in the U.S. we have Boom Cube and we have Kizzy K bringing the character out big. Character's a lot of fun to watch and is a menace to defend against.
Yeah, for sure. Like I put a little bit of work, but it can definitely be rough when K-Dash got you locked out in the corner.
Yeah, you think of the swipe as being a Rekka where the last part is safer than the first part.
Yeah.
Of course, everything has like super low block stun, so it's genuinely difficult to guard cancel against him.
Mm-hmm. Like actually, I had that problem with like DP. Like I see the boot come out, like, oh, I got a DP to challenge this, but then I would like scramble and get hit. Trying to do the input sometimes because I'm not ready for it. But here we go.
It's time for Galactic Wrestling?
Nah, not quite. You're missing a member.
And Kukri is there too, sure.
You remember when Kukri won the World Championship title, man?
Ramon is in a pretty sorry state. But I am afraid of what would happen if that character was good.
Don't let some people hear you say that, man. They don't want to hear that. But here we go. Yeah, we saw we had an Antonov on the stream earlier, didn't we? But I think the person just never got to them on their team.
Perdeu, perdeu, perdeu. Quem viu, viu. Quem ouviu, ouviu. E quem comprou, comprou. Vamos lá, galera. Os dois jogadores já estão na tela.
All right, so we got Venon Flow Duhkof versus Fernando coming back again with a dinosaur. Yeah, I guess this is the person we just saw, man. Me and my goldfish memory.
Uma partida nacional, finalmente. A gente teve 3 partidas internacionais seguidas, não foi? 3 ou 4.
Deixa eu pensar aqui.
So let me see. This is winner semis in pool 4. So winner gets out on winner side for top 24, and same for the losers.
Eu gosto de Antonov. Eu gosto e não gosto. Gosto de ver, não gostaria de jogar, mas...
Antonov entrou um moleque que no top 14 eu achava ele meio. Maluquinho,
All right. So we got Yori, Jenny, Cronin versus Dinosaur, Kukri, and Antonov.
Dino versus Iori.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough because if the Iori player can exploit the kind of dead angles in Dino's anti-air and kind of abuse that, but we'll see.
Oh,
right,
Iori
he's a-
being faster, able to run under more of Dino jumps. And 2B is such a sweet low profile.
Yep, that's another big weakness of Dino in general is that he doesn't really have easy access to like beat low profile 2Bs without like giving up his range advantage. All right, got the DP off, but so far Fernando ain't having a problem. Doesn't convert that to A string, but we're still good.
Say Fernando been super confident in his ground game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Duhkof. I guess Venon is made a nice flying comeback.
Wow, yeah, that jump C hit is an instant overhead because Dino is so big.
Yeah, one of the 3 big crouching characters, and 2 of them are on Fernando's team.
Reception outside the old town center.
You need a better network. Tis the
All right, well, if you need a better network, tune in.
Tis. You get a free 5G phone when you do.
Free phone.
Plus Verizon.
So, what do you think's gonna happen? You think Kukri's gonna be being the lead when we get there?
I think Kukri has already got to the next anchor.
You think you already go ahead and put Kukri out of his misery?
Watching earbuds.
No, I'm saying Kukri has already knocked out 2 characters.
Oh, okay, we'll see.
Well, he got one.
He got one. We'll see if you're ultimately right. All right, good juggle.
Kukri still has some crazy damage potential, man.
Mm-hmm.
The OTGs and the keep away, and he's infuriating to try and catch.
For sure.
Can't air to air him. Because yes, good catch on the 6A. 6A is god awful on no cancel or with. Has like more than a full second of total duration.
Ooh. EX area B is usually safe, but hit at the exact angle that sent them over.
Liberada, meus amigos.
So there, you were right, man. You were right. If that ad lasted like 15 more seconds, that's what we would have walked into. All right. It feels like Vin is a little bit afraid of Kukri, actually.
I was gonna say after that last round, I don't blame him.
All right, but finally found the heart to push that Cronin engine.
Nada. Vai levar pro último boneco. Agora é a hora que ele...
Cronin does not change his game plan.
Nah, he just
Pretty matchup agnostic character.
yeah. All right, so this is gonna be interesting. All right, because Antonov's gonna have to make make really good use of range, but it's still gonna be hard as such.
O Duhkof tem Cronin fortíssimo.
Yeah, I think
Passar, consegue sair com
Cronin is actually kind of in a weird spot as far as trying to punish Antonov. Some characters like well, Yashiro Farby is one of the moves in particular. Actually just irritates the crap out of Antonov. Not looking like it mattered though.
Yeah, it's like what is Antonov gonna do once you get close to him and start smothering him?
Yeah.
He has the option to do his DP. Which if he
he's
does,
allowed to play in his range, then it's nice. But as soon as you get in on him and you play safely, it's too bad.
yeah, as we saw. So Fernando, we running in with the same team. Yep.
I mean, if you're gonna play these guys, this has to be your team.
Yeah. You're in for a penny and in for a pound, as they say.
E mostra isso no começo do round.
All right. Yeah, trade CD.
2C, but doesn't get the pickup. Not a counter hit.
Yeah, that's the other downside. It's not going to be consistent. Ah, see, there you go. That's somebody who knows better. Dinosaur has a similar problem with as Antonov is that you can kind of rush him down. Like his command grab is still strong, but you know once you start adding hot pressure, then he has to do hard call outs for it. All right, there you go. Using that as a string is usually the best place to put it. But,
It is so awkward coming from other KOF games where Iori's half circle back kick move is basically not used. To where now it's like the best meterless damage, the best Oki.
Hey man, sometimes times change. Like, he got the little gigolo suit like he's working in the host club, man. He learned a few things.
Keep away from Kukri, just irritate the crap out of you until you go and hang yourself.
I think that's exactly how it went down too. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. RC stops in time to hit that RC. All right. Uh-oh. Big opportunity for Venon.
Yes, we got the D punish. That's a beautiful combo right there.
All
Super
right.
efficient.
Ooh, good anti-air. Good another good anti-air. Fernando with some good awareness.
Look at that damage.
Mm-hmm. Using the
Blocks.
clones to keep it. Ooh, there it is.
That
There it
one
is.
might not have been plus, actually. Still gets out of there. Yeah, Harrier. EX Harrier is a little bit strange. It's like it doesn't fall to the ground as quickly. So where other ones would hit the ground after you like hit them in their chest, that one might not have been plus, but it doesn't matter.
Yep. Fernando's still in control here. Now I got to do that Antonov move again. We'll see if Fernando got a little different tricks for Venom here. Because it seemed...
He
I won't
did
say
get
once.
the back once.
He did.
Hit it again.
All right, there you go. So he's just kind of sweeping that space in the middle, trying to see what's going on. There it is, but he doesn't have the meter to kill. It goes with a reset. All right, so Venom got the lead, applying pressure on Antonov. Got the back. All right, and the follow-up hop.
Oh, that's it.
Hop C. Yep.
Oh,
Nope,
no.
it is not.
I apologize.
I thought it was it too. Go ahead, hit that 2B. All right. Fernando's staying alive. and Antonov sweating pretty hard, man. I bet that hat is soaked.
Well, you know, half of the sweat is just for the show, right? He's a wrestler after all. Half of the sweat, he was like, oh crap, I do gotta work.
Right, hard knockdown, corner pressure, what Dino does.
That 2A is just so big, so irritating.
Mm-hmm.
No counter hit.
All right. No punish on that sweep that time. What we got this time? All right, goes for the hard knockdown.
Good punish on the roll.
This backs up. Wasn't sure what what we're gonna get out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good meterless damage in the corner. One of Dino's big strengths.
Ótimo time, foi perfeito. Deitou o DP.
If he gets you with a good starter. All right.
It's,
Oh, I thought I was gonna cross up. All right.
Yeah, I think Dino also is not a character who can just 2B that.
Mm-mm.
Some characters even on the like ambiguous timing setups press 2B and still don't carry.
All right.
Hey, there's the counter.
It goes for the light version instead of the heavy. Understandable. Ah, there it is. Hat quarter circle. Don't jump. But definitely got Jenny off a lot of meter to get there. As we can see in the disparity right here.
Have to spend it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the person with the most meter wins the game. It's the person with the character left.
That is true. Main point is just showing that Fernando's decision is putting them in a really strong situation, rather.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Venon is doing real well, getting those throw loops here. Catches the throw tech with the Rocco 2B.
Oh.
Instant open. Yep, good stuff. Good way to run it back. I imagine this is not much better than Crowder.
Might be worse just because she has more potent mid-range tools. I mean, obviously Cronin has 2C, but
yeah,
Ginny can deny hops with Farsi.
But it looks like Fernando's doing all right so far. It's like Venon's not gonna invest too much in trying to take this down. It's just gonna try to fight it out.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best.
Yeah. Definitely, that was time to save the bar.
All right. Right now, Fernando has the tools to close this out with a good DP. Like, if the EXDP hits, that's it. After, a few hits, of course, but, So, in a way, Venon is also under the gun. Because a 5-bar Antonov is no joke.
Yeah, but we're...
You can't hit anybody when you're being juggled in the air, man. That's what you're trying to say?
Time here, yeah. I respect it.
I was
respect it
oh,
so
here we go.
much.
You got to do something, man. You about to die.
I guess, yeah, that is more damage than Climax. Oh, no! I can't believe that. No.
If Insane rolled, that would have been it. That scramble at the end. I don't think either of them thought didn't know what was going to happen there.
That's rough right there.
Mm-hmm. Picked the wrong super. I think that's how ET got bodied in Evo Finals. That same scenario. Good stuff. Almost made that comeback with good old Antonov. It was a good run. So that puts Venon in winners chop side 24 and Fernando on Lucha's side. So we're almost. Let me see. So pool 1 is done. Pool 2 is done. We got one more match for pool 3, unless they just put in a score. And 3 more matches for pool 4. So at most we have 4 more matches.
Sounds like I will get to stick around then.
Definitely some great matches tonight.
Anyway, this commentary from home thing is kind of nice. Get to sit here with my cat beside me. Have some folks over, just chill.
They got the whole squad. They watching you commentate, man?
Noite, galera.
Yeah, man.
Lembrando que o stream volta
Making fun of me, you know.
às 10 da manhã.
Amanhã vai
I actually think a couple of them are outside smoking cigars right now.
Mm.
So, you know, we ball.
Ah, acho que acabou. Tekken acabou?
Guatia, amanhã tem top 8 de Street, top 8 de KOF.
What are you doing, little cat? Are you enjoying watching KOF? Look at Dinosaur and say you want that bird?
Sounds like your cat's a Cronin, man.
Teu top 8 de Strive, não tem? Ou é 24?
Mas isso na stream.
He knows power, that's for sure.
E aí também tem Sancho,
Vai ter
o
os,
After Night.
vai ter os eventos aí também secundários aí. Muito torneio aí.
Legal, né, cara? Se você quer saber tudo que tá rolando, cara.
But while we have some downtime, just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in, watching the English restream of the Battle Coliseum 2022, taking place in Sao Paulo, Brazil, run by Fredicius, a good friend of the Georgia scene. Some great folks out there. So if you want to tune into their stream, give them a follow as well. That'll work. But definitely appreciate you tuning in for this KWF action.
KOF 15 volta que horas?
Do you know, have they got a matcherino or anything going on?
Os horários da
I'm not sure.
Street volta meio-dia. KOF
Not that I'm aware of. Let me see.
Então, Chapolin, dá uma olhada lá. Olha no pulinão.com.br ou no Twitter do FGC.
I do not see one on the Start GG, so I would wager not.
Gotcha.
You know, actually, now that you mention it, do you know if foreign events, non-US events, can run match arenas? 'Cause I don't know if I've actually seen that.
An excellent question.
Tekken às 10, Street às 14, KOF às 18.
Like you brought that up, and it's like, I never particularly looked into that.
14 e 18. Então, KOF 18.
Hmm.
O plano do stream é esse, né?
Give me 1 second while we're in between matches right here. Be right back with you.
Yeah, if you're watching, feel free to take a break. Go get yourself a drink, get up and stretch, go use the facilities.
É, o Sancho
We'll be here when you get back.
11 no canal da FT Night. Não, o campeonato aqui, mas o canal da FT Night, se eu não me engano, só vai streamar o top 8, tá bom? Então, o Sancho começa aqui, mas só o top 8. Quando acabar, aí vem jogar com o boy. Tá rolando a luta lá. Quem ganhar vem jogar com o boy. Aí acabou. Quem ganhar vai jogar com o boy. É isso. Aí quem ganhar de lá joga aqui. Aí acabou. Tava aqui falando aqui com a minha carona, digníssima, vindo me buscar, muito longe. Cara, minha voz foi embora, quero ver narrar amanhã, hein, galera.
Minha foto foi embora, já faz ó.
Vai ser divertido narrar amanhã.
Vai. Minha foto foi embora, já faz ó.
Meus amigos aí de FGC São Paulo.
Actually, while we have a downtime, I'm gonna take a small break myself. Be back in maybe 2 minutes.
Isso foi uma risada. Boa! É nóis. Você já não quer Clipa. Pô, tô ferrado, cara. Sarado foi ontem. Vai me zoar infinito.
Eu nunca vi um tão feliz na vida.
Bora, galerinha. Você que tá assistindo, não esquece de seguir, não esquece de dar inscrição. Então vamos ter aqui Boy Venon, grande Boy Venon, vai pegar o vencedor ou perdedor? Vencedor de Tangako Juez e FSN Linj. E a última partida de hoje. A gente já tá mais de meia hora atrasado na sala aqui do hotel.
What's up? What's up?
This is Battle Coliseum. Pô, o pessoal de casa já deve estar de saco cheio só vendo a gente estudando. Vamos fazer uma dancinha pra eles em casa?
Vamos fazer isso aqui, ó. Olha pra lá. Como é que é?
Faz de novo, faz de novo. De novo? É muito bom, cara. Brother, eu realmente gostei muito. Um filtro no mundo real.
Qual foi? É que eu tenho uns 6 graus, então...
Bastante.
E a gente acha negativo, então acaba aumentando.
O meu não dá quase efeito. O meu é hipermetropia, então eu diminui meu olho. Pô, isso aqui é legal também. É isso. Tem um chat aí? Saluda, meu pegou filão. Cara, o pessoal curtiu muito isso, né?
Curtiu?
Foi muito sucesso. Foi muito sucesso. Melhor parada. Cara, o melhor momento de hoje foi o Sudano fazendo a gracinha com ela. Eu só gostaria de dizer a vocês que é um prazer inenarrável estar em sua companhia.
Pega lá pro Zeite. O Zeitão. Ô, tá ali, velho.
I am back.
Hello, hello.
Vai começar!
It looks like we are reaching the end of this your journey, at least for today. Yep, I came back just in time for the next match.
Let's get it.
Tangako e Boy
Let's see
Venom,
what we got up here.
Vamos ter aqui.
Losers, né? Tem que perder pra casa, certo?
Última partida aí da noite.
É, meu amigo, última partida da noite, quem perder,
Vaza. Então,
So I think this is Tangako versus Boy Venom.
What do we got? What do we got? Dang, everyone stood up too.
Yeah, this is Tangako, the K-King player from earlier.
Yeah.
Boy Venom, this is their first time on stream, I want to say. So we got the Shermy Point, Kula and Cronin versus K-King and Shermy. A little bit of a little slugfest, but it's working out in Boy Venom's favor. At least so far. Ha! Good catch on the flip kicks.
Punish on the roll.
All right. Backing up the neutral, bullying with that jump C. Ah, that was pretty clever. Ah, not deep enough. Got the throw.
Yeah, there is an OS you can do to fight that kind of thing. When you're chaining your light normals afterward, just do a quick throw input. Or you'll tech the throw if you did get matched on. But it's hard on execution and on mental stack.
Sure, for sure. All right. A little quick KO from Boy Venom with the Koopa. So, yeah, that point matchup was more or less even-ish. So, it works out. So, we got the mid versus mid matchup. King versus Koopa. Something we saw a good deal earlier. All right, fishing with the 2B. Ah, Shatter Strike. Let's see what we got from it. All right. You're gonna put the meter on him. What's next? All right.
Was 3.5. Good punish. Yep, guard
up.
cancel roll.
Yep, and gets the punish for it. Oh, Tangako still in a pretty good place. The 2C landed. I don't even think Tangako expected that to happen. What's next?
What a whip punish. This guy is ridiculous.
I mean, there's that. There's the other aspect that, Cool is fully incentivized to do the EX race spin there anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
But it is when it works out, it looks so good. So, Boy Venom doing pretty good. And again, that's not really the worst thing in the world. Obviously, you want to put a little bit of a fight before you get to your anchor. But again, it's not devastating.
Wow. Boy Venom, making sure his D button gets a workout.
So something I'm kind of noticing a little bit from both players is that they're not bad at landing hits, but they don't really have the confidence for the follow-up behind them most of the time. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of awkward hit, scramble situations happening over and over again. But at that time, we got the full conversion. And we're going to go for the level 2 flame shield.
You actually have to be careful because you could just die. Okay.
That's it. Gonna get the climax confirmed, and that'll be it. Yeah, everything was going perfectly well for Tangako. And then had to do the raw 3C. Didn't cancel it or anything. I don't know if they weren't ready. It was an input error, but nonetheless, it cost them that match. And this is a loser side to get in the top 24, and that's not what you want to be doing.
And not afford to drop games like that.
Mm-hmm.
Single player mistakes, can't afford it.
The good old unforced errors. All right,
Dogie. I hear you with that term.
That's where I stole it from. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's like, is this deep enough? Let me try it again. Is this deep enough? Let me do it again.
Jump CD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, K-Dash jump CD is still covering such a pretty unique angle. Guaranteed to hit deep, though it is kind of slow.
Mm-hmm. All right, just string serve me back out. Boy Venom trying to aim back in. Ooh. I think that Boy Venom could have got a punish on that whiff jump in, but hesitated a little bit, giving Tangako an opportunity. And that counter hit, anti-air, gives Tangako the combo to win.
You're right about that. A little bit of hesitation. So many times where you can't confirm things. You just have to know.
Yeah.
Jump-in's whiffing on the other side. Better press 2B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta believe in it, even if you're wrong. Like so, right there. In Kulu's case, it's not such a big deal, but in some cases, you do got to take a little bit of a risk. Good DP right there. Tries to put a meaty breath, but slightly off. Jump CD, just picking and prodding. All right.
Look, all I'm saying is run up uppercut would have worked.
Sure, it would have. Yeah, boy, Venom had to pay a lot of health to get past the point, but we made it. We made it. No matter what I might say about it, if we make it, we make it.
Friends, we lost along the way.
All right, yeah, just using that jump D and 2B to just kind of pick at, but Tangako is not biting. Those moves are mainly to stop people from being super active at mid range, but Tangako was perfectly calm and weathered the storm and found an opportunity. Nah.
I actually thought that wasn't going to get there in time.
Yeah, same here, actually. All right, and gets the big follow-up hit. So what's next?
I'm going to try and save a bar for the anchor battle. But...
you know, like you were saying earlier, man, you ain't trying to save that stuff, man. Not when the death's at the door. So, like, again, it's always context heavy, and you always got to gauge it, and you're not always going to be right. You're not always going to be right. And that's just the nature of being human, the nature of competition.
Oh, 3 rollbacks. I would have died for that.
Like to me, right there, that was King's victory. Just getting that meter off.
Yeah, the extra bar was an extra nail in the coffin. Yeah.
It's like I'm just gonna act like a buffoon until you use it. And there it is. Bump, bump, bump.
Well, darn.
Oh, you want to see this? Oh,
That was...
Yeah, that was...
Obviously, it's very short-sighted to say that he lost that game because he didn't just kill King there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not black and white. It's never black and white. It's fighting games.
For sure. It's one of those things you can always look back and go, oh, you could have did this, but you never know at the time what's the right decision, right? Because Cronin might have broke the meter and then got demolished at the end anyway, right? Yep. It's nothing you can know. All you can do is try your best to go, what is best in this situation, and try to put yourself in the best position. And you're not always going to do it. And sometimes you will, But that puts Boy Venom into loser side, top 24. So I don't know if they're just done. We're getting word from the streamer that they just turned the stream off, so I'm guessing that's it. So what can I say? Thank you for joining us for the English restream. Thank you for Brazilian counterparts for allowing us to do this, for showing us their scene, and thank you all for tuning in and checking us out. If you want to see how it all ends tomorrow, whether it's Street Fighter, Tekken, or KOF, try to give Data FGC a follow and tune in. And not only this for this, Data streams a lot of tournaments in the U.S., and so just stay tuned. And if you keep that follow, you'll generally be able to keep up with most big fighting game events.
It's got a word here, trying to remember the schedule. Obviously, it's fun doing this international production. Be back at 8 a.m. Eastern Time with Tekken 7. Not quite 8 yet. Got to wait a couple days for that.
Yeah, we're going to get some news on that. But yeah, we're going to start out with some Tekken. I think it's going to be Street Fighter and then end on KOF. So if you're still interested in the top 8s for tomorrow, please tune in.
Give us a follow, get those notifications on, and we'll see you tomorrow, folks.
All right. Peace.
Have a good one.